Welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, August 30th, 2020. A passport. Very important document. And what does this mean in terms of being a citizen of a country or nation state? We will take a look at the term citizenship when we come right back. So stay tuned. In defining citizenship, there are two forms to note. In the first instance, there's the substantive form of citizenship, which means that an individual belongs to a particular social, political framework in which allows that individual to carry out specific duties, actions, and obligations, and they are a part of that infrastructure. The second part of citizenship relates to the formal definition of citizenship, which means that they more or less are just simply part of a nation state. Citizenship is intricately tied in with the framework of the law. So what this means is that if an individual has a particular citizenship, like for example a French citizen, a Barbadian citizen, an American citizen, a Chinese citizen, or even a Russian citizen, it would just mean that they operate within the particular definition or framework of, say for example, French law or Barbadian law, which defines specifically how you would operate in that civil society as expressed. However, activists operating under the umbrella of libertarianism question the fundamental use of rights. Why do people need to have rights anyway to operate as citizens, in their opinion? And this is reinforced by philosophers just as Jean-Francois Lyotard, who really questions the weight of how all of this is determined, and in terms of if it's really fair to apply to persons who are supposed to be really operating as free persons in society. Why do they need to have all these embellishments to make them a citizen? So you always find that in these terms there are forms of contestation and opposition and pushback, and it is very important as to discovering why and how we go along accepting terms such as you're a Barbadian citizen or you're a legal resident in a particular member state or a particular member country, and you willingly accept it, you willingly accept the branding and meaning of that term in a codified manner without actually even questioning where the term came from, why you're being called a citizen, and more or less what rights do you have, what determinants do you have. I mean, you well know you have them because you're given, as I mentioned before, we showed you the passport. You're given things such as a passport, you're given certain legal documents, your birth certificate, and you have certain means of, you know, recording and tracking you in terms of your birth, your place of origin, your provenance. And these things will more or less put you into a capsule as in terms of your status, your social status, and in terms of sense of identity and belonging. So these things are more or less loaded with lots of meaning, and we must indeed sit down in a quiet moment and truly think about and study as to how society has, you know, placed on us things that we do take for granted and things that we need to also consider in terms of the impact that this has on our individual lives. So when we come back next week, we'll look at another term, and I want to thank you for spending time with me. Do subscribe to my channel and we'll discuss these terms as we go on, and do enjoy the remainder of your week. It was nice chatting with you. Bye for now. Take care.